before I came, I thought that it is going to be a normal session where the annual day is some people coming and dancing, some people singing and so on. But when I heard that it is going to be on cooking, I was a bit surprised how these leopards are going to handle it. But it was amazing. So now I feel that I always believe that Sparkling Minds always connects whatever they do to life. So now also they have done a similar thing cooking. They made people understand some English when it started with verbs. They connected to physics. They connected to chemistry. So that's awesome. That is something which we all missed learning when we were in school. Once again, appreciate everybody for their efforts. Thank you.
Hi. I think before we came, the expectation was we know that there's something special which is gonna happen because knowing Sparkling Minds from so many years, they just don't do anything ordinary, right? It has to be something special. But I didn't expect this kind of an output. I mean, to be honest, coming through at such a young age, where we are talking about personas, we are talking about user experience, we are talking about design thinking in such a beautiful manner. We ourselves are struggling sometimes to understand what is user experience all about, design thinking all about. And we could see that how kids have started enjoying cooking. I think Laksha, especially now at home, we see him. He enjoys everything what he does, anything to do with food and cooking and all that, the whole process, be and all. I think that's and especially how the editing was done and how it was put together. I mean, at the same time, fun, learning, and how you integrated all the subjects together beautifully. You have shown that cooking is art and a science. It's a combination of both. I think that came out quite well. I think that's wonderful, and can't wait to see the whole video, the complete video, and share it with friends. And simply put, it's not a recipe book, right? I think that's what was the best part. You're talking about the underlying process of cooking in itself. So you can make anything out of it anytime, once you get that kind of experience, the tricks and trades of cooking now. So I think that was beautiful. And thanks for this wonderful opportunity. And the launch program was also very nice. Thank you.
Hey, so when I came in, I knew this is what it is going to be. But I didn't know it was going to be this awesome though. It was just amazing. I think I loved how that whole thing was put together. In fact, in between when Shrija ma'am came and stopped us saying that, there is a lag, I didn't really like it. I was like, why? We are doing okay. I don't know how other parents felt. But I think it was beautiful, okay, how that whole curation is done. So I have few more reflections to add along with it. One is that I have seen Rehan, in Rehan's case, I've seen him loving cooking from the very young age. I mean, he has spent a lot of time in kitchen, even when he had toys. He liked being in kitchen. But one thing we couldn't teach him was a process. I think that we also lacked because we just go to the kitchen and we cook, right? It was never like a process. It was never about steps. It was always about an imagination of, it sounds like it smells good. Okay, maybe it's tasty too, right? And this whole exercise has added that layer of process into his bucket. And I think I'm seeing a lot more process coming in, and he's thinking about process more than the output. If this becomes his learning, I think he has learned one of his biggest life lessons, focusing on the process than focusing on the output. I think that definitely is one of our biggest takeaways. The other thing that I felt is that this whole annual day has created a newer story for children to remember. How in the pandemic they celebrated their annual day with whatever they had, like when life gives you lemon, you make lemon pickle or whatever. Yeah, so I think that's what they've done with whatever resources, and I can imagine the amount of challenges children and facilitators would have gone through during this process to put everything together, get everybody on board. But having said that, they've done it. I think all of you deserve a victory clap there. Like, good job, children, facilitator, the team. putting it together. I love the illustration work that was done. I was asking Rehan who did that. So he was telling me, I think Rehan, Mrityunjay, that team did it. Beautiful work. I'm sure facilitators would have supported, but it's amazing work, right? I think, yeah, that's where I will conclude. I think it's 10:26 already.